everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rambles. I did say there was gonna be 2 today. I haven't heard this song in so long, I forgot it was on my playlist. We are here with, Shiki the Harpy, and they are super excited to be on the show. I'm super excited to have them. All of you extremely be nice. Thanks so much for the dailies. Remember, this is talk show, so we're gonna be talking to them. And, you know, just vibing. So, we're gonna go ahead and switch scenes over and say hello. And let me just be professional and actually switch over. Hey, we are live and welcome in. Why don't you do everyone a favor and just go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone and say hello.
Hi, everybody. I'm Shiki the Harpy, and I'm super excited to be here.
Awesome. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, like your pronouns, like what's any lore you want to share, and then we can go from there.
All right. Well, my pronouns, I'm good with either they, them, or he, him. As for lore, I am not a clever harpy, and I was just kind of, walking through the forest in my home dimension of Terranzu. And I literally tripped and fell into a portal, and now I'm here. But I mean, hey, you guys have better video games here in this dimension, so that works.
Oh, damn. I'm a little bit similar, but had a interesting background, not gonna lie. But so I guess my first question would be, how did you get into content creation? Was there someone who inspired you? What about your design? Was there inspiration behind your design?
So my biggest sources of inspiration actually weren't even VTubers. So I did start on YouTube under a different name. Back then, I was Sterling Silvermoon. I started off as 2 different iterations of Catboy back then, but I got inspired by uh, by the Game Grumps, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and I was like, you know what? I'll give that a shot. Then I discovered VTubing, and really from there it was a compounding sort of inspiration because I really liked, Gargura, Mori Calliope, various like big name VTubers. And as for this particular design, this was actually a design made by my Twitch mod and now fiance. She made this design in a pit crew and just didn't know what to do with it. Then we met, and I was like, "Oh, I like that. I could probably do something with that." And she was like, "Yeah, go for it." So I didn't have the heart to change anything because I instantly fell in love with this character design and the heterochromia, the bi-colored hair. So now here I am.
No, honestly, that's super cool. I love that. It looks super cute. I love the unique vibes about it, especially because I don't think I've seen a Harpy VTuber before. I could be wrong. There's probably many of them out there. Don't get me wrong. I just haven't seen one, so it's a really unique design and concept. So that's really cool. I love that, though. I love that they were just like, I don't know what to do with this, and you're just like, can I have it?
Yeah,
um,
thankfully she was cool with it.
yeah, honestly, that's so cool. I love that. That's awesome. So, do you have like a PNG tuber? Are you working with like do you have a live 2D model or anything like that? Are you working to save up to one? Just curious.
So the thing about that is I do have this PNG that I was using there for a while because I have a live 2D commission I'm currently in line for. The artist is just working on some really elaborate, absolutely gorgeous designs at the
Ooh.
right now. So, in fact, one of their biggest, like, most awesome designs, I have to say, is a friend of mine, Nanachi Hantome. Her design, she's a cybernetic fennec fox VTuber, and her
Ooh.
newest model is extremely elaborate, just very pretty. So it's going to take a minute for my live 2D commission, but in the meantime, I've made a model in Vroid Studio that I'm using currently.
Oh, that's super cool. I love that. That's awesome. I'm excited for you. I remember waiting for my model. I actually won this one in a raffle, and I was just like, "Ooh, model." So every day I got an update. I was like, "E." Um, yeah, no, honestly, waiting for the model is kind of the fun part, in my opinion, other than debuting, because like it's like you get to see everything before everyone else does, and kind of get to brag about it.
and it just builds up the anticipation, so you're like,
Yes, exactly, exactly, and it's just so cool also to like tease little parts of it. I kept mine a secret. Actually, nobody knew that I won the raffle, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, now I have a bottle," and then people were like, "What?" So it was great. So what type of games do you play? What like content do you make?
So that's where it gets I want to say not necessarily interesting, more so diverse because there's a wide variety of games that I enjoy. I've streamed everything from Kaze and the Wild Masks, which is a retro like 2D side scroller platformer. I've streamed Bloodborne, which I'm about to get back to because I love Bloodborne. It's one of my favorite games, and like Sonic Adventure 2, especially Sonic games in general. I'm a massive Sonic fan. I even have Sonic and Shadow tattoos. So,
That's so cool. Did you see the newest like Sonic game that came out or whatever?
oh yes, Sonic Shadow Generations. I'm so hyped for it.
Not that one. There was like another one that like came out like a few years ago that was like Frontiers, I think it was.
Oh, Frontiers. Yeah, that one is excellent. I've been having a lot of fun with that. I haven't streamed it yet, but I plan to eventually.
Yeah, I heard that the bitrate tanks though when you play it. Like it's so bad because of the way like how high depth the graphics are that if you stream it the bit rate I can't English tanks and people were like, yeah, this is like really bad to stream.
Oh, well,
You definitely would want to
heck.
do some testing on it first. I highly recommend trying to see if there's a better bit rate for it. Um, I don't know if they fixed that. I think there was like an issue with like the FPS and stuff, but I just heard that it was um decently like tanky frame rate and stuff. So I was just like, ah, okay, okay, I heard about this. um,
Well,
yeah, no, I don't know how it's probably been fixed by now. I don't know what else they were doing with it because I just never was really interested in the game myself. It seemed interesting, but it wasn't my cup of tea. So I was just like, meh, I'm gonna stop following the news. So, and any of the content creators I was watching at the time just didn't play it. So, um, speaking of, you said a lot of the inspiration was actually people who weren't VTubers like Markiplier and stuff. When did you find them? Like, were you like, how long did it take you to realize that, hey, I kind of want to do this?
oh, so that's where things get a little iffy, I guess, as far as like what led up to me doing this. So I was immediately inspired the moment I realized, oh, you mean I can just play games and make people laugh? I can do two of my favorite things at the same time? But that was a point in my life where, and I'm proud to say I have been clean for a very long time, but I was an
Mm.
addict. So I had no money whatsoever. And when I did have money, it wasn't going to very wholesome things.
Yeah, that's
So
understandable, and congratulations on getting clean. That's a huge achievement.
thank you. But yeah, so I just sat on that inspiration for a while and I would just brainstorm like, oh, I'm gonna be able to do this and this, and I couldn't. And then now that I'm able to, making content has really done a lot for me personally. My stutter has somewhat improved. Well, there it goes.
No worries.
So yeah, it's improved somewhat. I no longer struggle with basic, like two word or two syllable words. I don't talk very well. So,
No,
but
that's
yeah,
understandable.
like I started on YouTube and I was too eager, so I started before I knew exactly what to do. So my thumbnails were garbage. My videos, like my editing is not the best. I still have one or two of those videos just sitting around on my PC because I'll look back at them like, "Oh, you sweet summer child."
Honestly, videos on YouTube are so hard to do. Don't get me started. I hired an editor. I was just like, nah, bro, I'm not doing this myself. I don't have the time or the patience. So I hired an editor, and a lot of my videos are edited, and it's not the best content right now. But she's been doing fantastic with what she has, and it's basically just she'll take VODs, and I'll be like, I like this VOD a lot. Whatever you feel is funny, take it and put it into a compilation. And she goes, okay. and she does wonders with the work. And I have two separate editors. I have one who does my clips and one who does my actual videos, because one does one and one does the other. So, but yeah, no, that's super valid. So then, my next question would be like, so you started like VTubing. How long ago did you start streaming? And do you ever want to become like a full-time content creator?
So I started, oh gosh, I think it was August of last year. It hasn't been that long because I know there are some people that have been doing this for many, many years. But yeah, it hasn't been that long since I started right properly streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I would love nothing more than to be full-time content creator, streamer, because that is definitely one of my ultimate goals as far as content in general. The other would be to get to a point where I can make the people that inspired me laugh just as hard as they've made me laugh over the years. If I could make even one of them laugh, like even just a little chuckle, I'd be like, yes, I did it.
No, honestly, that's such a valid reason to stream. Like, my whole thing is, at the end of the day, I want someone to come home to a space where they can just, they don't have to worry about anything. No politics, no drama, nothing. They just come in and watch me play video games and probably fail miserably. That's like the best thing about content creation. I like, if I make it, I make it. If I don't, I don't. I mean, I want to make it. Who doesn't? But it's a really hard, industry to make it in. So I'll just be here doing my own thing and having fun.
Absolutely. That's like one of the best aspects about this is we can just kind of vibe on the internet and other people come in and enjoy, what we're doing and laugh when we fail and we all cry at sad parts of games, It's
Oh, yeah.
that's that's one of the best parts about it is just that camaraderie that you get with your audience.
And I think the best part is like you'll find someone who has played a game that you haven't played before and it's your first playthrough and they get really excited to watch you because hell, if I saw someone playing a game that I really liked for the very first time, I'm gonna be like, yeah! And obviously no backseating unless they need the help. But I love watching people play games that I love or experience that for the very first time because I hope that they have the same experience that I did when they played a game, you know?
Absolutely. That's actually how I met one of my fans. I was streaming Slime Rancher and I had no clue what I was doing. I was just kind of vibing. And then this person showed up in chat and they were like, "Bro, go here, get these slimes, do this thing. Just go right now. Do it now." And I did. And they ended up being a super cool person and they make it to most of my streams, if not all of them.
Oh,
So,
that's awesome.
yeah, it was so cool.
That I love meeting people like that. I've met a lot of cool people that way. I actually met some of my closest friends and one of my mods via Undertale. And I'm actually living with them right now. Like, I could not imagine 3.5 years ago meeting this person over an Undertale server and then becoming best friends with them to the point where we literally tell each other almost everything and now we're living together. And people also think we're gay as hell, but we are not. I'm gay, but we're not dating.
And they were roommates.
No! No, honestly, hi baby. Do I say hi, chat? Y'all say hi to chat. The cat is here, chat. The baby is here. Her name is Marcy and she's a heathen.
Aw.
She's a heathen. Just from another dimension where she just goes, yes, biting is definitely okay.
Wait, is biting not okay?
Yes, it's fine, but it's just when I'm in the middle of something and I'm trying to talk to someone and I just feel a nibble and I go and I yelp and they're like, "Are you okay?" It's like, "Yeah, my cat bit my toe. She just did it right now." As you go, is biting okay? Yes, it is okay, but it's more so that it's just not at the right time for this little goober. Yo, baby. Okay, go back down. Now leave me alone. Please. 5 minutes, child. I think that the joke is with my cat is that, like, I will try to cuddle her and she'll hate it, but the moment I'm not paying attention to her, I must pay attention to her.
Well, yes, how dare you?
I'm sorry, I have a life and a job. That being said, do you have any pets?
I do. I have a cat. Her name is Miku, and she is absolutely spoiled and very lazy. and my fiance
Aw.
who moved in with me, she has two cats of her own. So we have Miku, Socks, and Salem, and they're all such lovable beans.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I would love some photos if you don't mind after. I just love cat photos. It's my favorite thing. um,
Absolutely.
Also, congrats on getting married or engaged. Yay! That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
I hope
Yes,
you're.
I finally found someone who puts up with my shenanigans.
That's honestly the best way to get married. Honestly, I wish you all the best, and I hope you have an amazing wedding. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So, I guess does your fiance know that you stream? Like, is that something that she's like supportive of?
Yeah, she's the only reason I have this reactive image here.
Oh,
So
really?
when we met, I was still on YouTube as Sterling, and she was like, we were talking on Discord because we met on this dumb little mobile game. I think most people call it Me or hashtag Me. So we met there, then we started talking on Discord, and I was like, by the way, I'm a VTuber, and she was like, I love this. You must get into streaming. And so she made this reactive image for me, and yeah, she's my Twitch mod. She's extremely supportive and helpful. She's the one who taught me how to use Ko-Fi without setting my PC on fire.
Oh my god, that's such a mood. No, honestly, Ko-Fi is just like it's something else. No,
Yeah.
honestly, that's awesome, and I'm so happy that you found a partner who's also supportive, and I love that a lot, you know? That is awesome. That being said, it would, English, please. God, I can't think of words. um, that being said, like, so do you work like outside of content creation out of curiosity, or do you like just plan on continuing to stream and try to make it a full-time gig?
A bit of both. So my main or my day job, I guess, as most people in the industry call it. My day job is I work at a factory where I am overworked but reasonably well paid. It's part of the reason I'm so adamant about making a continuous joke out of forklifts in video games, because I'll find one and I'm like, this is not OSHA compliant. Listen here, you little shit, you know. Uh, but yeah, so I get done at the factory, then I rush home, I do all the things that I have to do, and then I try to stream at least 2 or more hours like Wednesdays and Saturdays usually, whatever I can around my work schedule. But
Mhm.
sadly, I can't stream for as long as I would like to, because it's like, okay, I'm done streaming. Now I have to hurry up and go to bed and hurry up and go to the factory, and it all repeats in this endless Mobius strip.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, damn. I feel that. I am going to be working for a new job soon. I'm kind of nervous about it, but it might make my content be a little all over the place for a bit. It's not going to stop me from not streaming. I just might take a small break or do, you know, 1 or 2 streams a week until I get like more settled. I know that the stream itself, like the job itself, is very much you work a lot in the summer and not as much in the winter. It's environmental science, so
Ow.
yeah, I do a lot of that stuff. So that's like my passion, and I'm like, you know what? I will take it. It's something I enjoy doing, and I'm able to help other people. Um, so did you like? Do you have a dream job in mind, like, or is it just anything, or do you have like a career path that you want to go into?
I did there for a really long time. So my dream job for many years, I even tried my hand at college, like community college, online college, but because of other extenuating circumstances, it didn't really pan out. But I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I got more into my writing. So I guess as far as dream job, that would definitely be writer.
Ooh, okay, another writer. Yeah, my roommate is also a writer. I love writers. I love reading books. I love getting books from this used bookstore that I like go to, and you get like, you know, 120, 30, $130 worth of books for like $50, and you're just like, hell yeah, gimme, gimme, gimme.
Yes.
And so I also have a Kindle, so there are some books that if I can't get used, I will go and get them on Kindle because they're a lot cheaper. And also just not, you know, wasting paper, I guess. My best friend got me that for my birthday, so I was very happy about that.
Aw.
Kindles are fantastic. I highly recommend it. If you don't, if you don't have a Kindle, if you can afford it, it's a good thing. um, so I guess, have you like written a book before, or have you written stuff? What kind of genres do you like writing?
So I've written, though none of it has been published. Lord knows I wish. I lost an entire novel when an old laptop decided to implode on itself. So, but I do have one very dense series of books that I'm working on right now. There's the two main novels, and then a series of shorter stories that build upon that world and take place in the same like general area as
Ooh.
the bulk of the plot. And it's all cosmic horror, which cosmic horror and fantasy are my two favorite genres to write.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love people who do creative writing and all that stuff because it's just books are and will. They've been an escape for me as a little kid, and they've been an escape for so many people, and it's just a wonderful thing to open a book and just go into like another world, you know, and just enjoy yourself. And I love writing for that, and that's why everyone who writes, kudos to you because y'all are amazing.
That is definitely the main thing about writing. Well, it kind of depends on the genre for me personally, because when I read horror, I try to keep myself as much of an observer's perspective as possible. If it's far too immersive, I'm just like, okay, I need a break from this, depending on what kind of horror. But, adventure, high fantasy, things like that, just open a book and just disappear into that world for a bit.
Oh yeah, and I love that. Like, I haven't had time to read lately, but when I moved in to my friends, I think I sat and just read a book for like 4 hours, and I was just like, whoa, it's been 4 hours. I should have answered these emails hours ago. Oopsies. Ha 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 ha. I have a good reason. I have a good excuse.
Sorry,
um,
I was absorbed.
yeah, no, thank you. Thank you for like writing books like and filling us out. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
absolutely.
it's like for doing that kind of stuff, you know, writing is fantastic. So yeah. My next question would be, after bapping my cat on the forehead for trying to bite me again. um uh when whoever was designing this, why a harpy? Did they ever tell you? Was there a reason?
I actually never asked. I mean, I could open the door and yell down the hallway.
No, 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 you don't have to. That's perfectly no. If they're busy, no, no, it's perfectly fine. I was just curious. Yeah, no, that's. I always love learning about people's lore and stuff and like their backstories. Like, why would you choose a harpy? Like, why would you choose this? You know, I always love learning about that. So it's always really cool to hear like a reasoning behind it. Um, so uh, when did she draw that? Like, your fiance?
She made this particular design in a pit crew.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how pit crews work. I've never used one myself, but she did draw this reactive image from hand, and she animated it into a GIF with some artist voodoo magic. I don't know art very well. Lord,
Artist voodoo
Lord knows
magic.
I've tried.
No, you're good. So I call them P crews. I don't know if they're pronounced pit crew or P crew. I can never tell. So I just go, yeah, it's a P crew. I know what that is. Um, I kept mishearing you at first, and I thought you were saying pit crew, like you know, like pit,
Oh,
like driving
yeah.
race car. I was like, huh? And then my bird was like, hey, I got a second. Pit, P. Oh.
Yeah, Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense now. So yeah, no, that's super cool. I love that. Your fiance's a very talented artist. I love her art style. It's very pretty. Um, yes, child. What would you like? What? Hmm?
She's like, I want two number nines, a
Two.
number nine large.
Honestly, so valid. Yeah. So then I guess when you're streaming, what's your favorite like snack to eat while you're streaming?
I have actually been mortified to eat on stream as of late. Lord knows my social anxiety already makes it hard enough to talk. So I'm afraid if I were to eat, I would forget to mute my mic, and someone would just hear like an apple or something crunch, and they'd be like, "Shiki, what you doing?" So I guess air.
No. I feel really bad. No, you should never be like awkward about um English please. You should never feel awkward about, being like having to eat on stream. I eat all the time, and honestly, if people get annoyed by that, I'll just go, okay, and it's my stream. I'm gonna eat. If I'm gonna have a cracker, I'm gonna eat my cracker. And if you got a problem with it, then you can mute the stream or leave. It's my stream. If you're gonna be toxic
I,
about me eating something because I have to due to medication I take, I don't want you here. Like, even if you don't have to take medicine, like, people should be able to eat on stream however they want, as long as you're not being super obnoxious. Where you're like crunching into the microphone for like 30 minutes straight and not doing ASMR, you know?
oh gosh, yeah, that would be awful. It's just so welcome to my stream where I eat this one apple for 3 hours.
I feel like that's like
Crunch.
pain, you know? It's just like
There.
it's like I
I'm sorry, someone is getting on your ass for eating a cracker?
no. My roommate came in. No. We're talking about eating on stream and
Someone's getting on your ass for eating on stream?
no.
No.
Chat, say hello to my roommate. We're
No.
talking brain can't words. Oh my god. Cheeky and I were talking about how I asked Cheeky about their favorite snack, and they were like, I'm too nervous to eat on stream, and I'm like,
Oh,
fuck anyone who says otherwise, eat the cracker.
you gotta eat on stream. That's what the ASMR is for.
The ASMR. No,
The
for real.
ASMR.
She's not getting picked up. Leave the cat alone. My cat. Wait, my cat. No,
Squeeze,
I'll squeeze the cat.
squeeze cat.
Yes. Anyways, I gotta get back to this. I'll make dinner after. Alright then, so speaking of food, what's your favorite food? Just in general.
Oh. It's definitely a toss-up between either just sushi in general, or lobster, or pepperoni pizza.
Ooh. Okay. I think that is a very good choice. Also, lobster is one I've actually never heard. I genuinely have never... I've had lobster before, but it's not my favorite. I've also had crab.
Yeah, crab is good too.
Hi. Are you being a brat? Yes, that's what you're being. A little brat. God, I love my cat. I love cats. They're so fun. So,
They are.
how long have you had your cat?
Oh, been a good couple of years. I just happened to find her out in my yard. Like her mom had ditched her, and I was like, "No, a child."
Oh,
So I
my
so I
heart.
caught her, took her to the vet, and now she is mine. And Lord knows if I don't pay enough attention to her, she reminds me of such by scream meowing at me.
Oh, no, baby.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture. She was so gosh darn tiny. She fit in this little like cup or of some kind that she just happened to lay in before I took the picture, and I was like, "You are so tiny."
No, that's honestly so cute. I love that. I got my baby from a shelter she was in danger of being euthanized, unfortunately, because she had been there for too long and they were gonna move her to a kill shelter. So I was like, I can't let that happen. I gotta take her in.
Aw,
So
bless your heart.
I was like, I can't. I'm not supposed to have a cat in the doors, but you know what?
Well, I'm glad you have her.
I know she's a brat, but I love her. She's too spoiled. I gotta unspoil her now.
Good luck.
So you said how'd you meet your fiance, if you don't mind me asking? I'm curious about that. Like, did you guys like meet like online or something, or in person?
Um, so we met on this mobile game that came out some years ago. I think it's since died. I don't think anyone plays it anymore. It was called Me or hashtag Me. I've
Oh
heard
yeah,
it called
you
both.
mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's super cute. My ADHD probably didn't remember that. Wow. Sorry. Um,
It's all good. I'm the same way, honestly.
I was like,
I have a
that
terrible
sounds-
memory.
Oh, it's awful. Like, I can memorize details of things. Like, oh yeah, they were wearing a purple hat with this like detailed logo description. But the moment they asked, what was their name?
Steve, Jimothy, it was one of those two.
Right?
Completely understand.
No. I just like was like, yeah, another ADHD person. Sweet. How does ADHD affect you, like, with your content creation? Do you have a hard time keeping, like, on a single game? Do you hyper focus on a single game? Does it affect your content in any way?
So I believe there was a tiny miscommunication here. I don't know if I have ADHD or not. I need to get checked for it. I probably do have it, but
No, you're valid. No, it's
my
understandable.
my memory is horrible, not only from the time I was an addict, but when I was in school, I got bullied a lot, and with bullying, unfortunately, sometimes comes injuries to one's cranium, so concussions and other things. My memory is awful, but as for how it affects my content, it makes me very dumb. Like I call myself a bakadere harpy as a branding thing, just to compensate for my own stupidity. So it makes me get lost in games easily. That's why I don't play many competitive first-person shooters and the like, is I'll just get turned around and I'm like, hey, this wall is neat. Oh, I died. So, but thankfully people
No.
in chat are always cool about it.
Honestly, that's so valid though. Like, I love how like people like even without ADHD, you can still get so hyper focused in like one part of the game. You're like, oh, this wall has 4 different symbols on it, and I'm gonna hyper focus on this for 2 hours. And like you're like, oh, it's been 2 hours. Uh-oh.
Oops, yeah. That's me with Bloodborne's background design, just the gothic architecture. I'll fixate on it and just kind of be looking around, and I realize I haven't said anything on stream for like 10 minutes because I'm just like, ooh, this game's pretty. Oh right, I'm streaming.
Oh yeah, that's super valid, honestly. I personally have had the same thing, where I'll just like focus on something and not speak for so long, and then I'm like, oh hi chat. Or especially in like DBD where I'm like focusing on a chase, it'll be like just me quietly just like sitting in the corner, like my eyes intent on the screen. Yeah, no, don't call me out, Artie. I helped myself out. So yeah, no, honestly, and I'll be like, oh wait, there are people here. I should say something. Hi. That's like the extent of my brain waves when I am focusing.
Understandable. Or sometimes you'll get focused on the game, and I don't know if this is true for everybody, but given the Game Grumps were an inspiration of mine, they talk a lot about improv comedy, so I got a tad bit into it myself. I haven't taken formal classes or anything, but I try to utilize improv as a way to keep myself focused, but then I focus too much on what I'm doing because people are laughing. So the joke goes on for way too long, and I've done sweet FA in the game I was playing.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, though. I love that. Like, I love that, honestly. That's awesome. Like, I love the fact that there is so many ways to do content creation. You don't just have to, like, have a commentary about the game, or you don't have to just, like, be there. Like, some people are there to watch you play the game and go silent for a few minutes and then go, fuck, as you get knocked down.
Yep, some people get way into that.
Oh, yeah, and it's also really funny to watch the streamer fail miserably sometimes. Come on. And that
Yep,
perfect moment to clip it.
Yep, just you're sitting there waiting for it. You're ready with the clip command. You're like, wait for it. Wait for it.
The
Oh, got it.
clip. And then you share it everywhere. Honestly, that's why I love my chat, but I have the command there as well. But I was like, chat, please clip these things. There's a command for it. I don't bite much.
Oh, you say the thing too. I'm always like, I don't bite that often.
A lot of my chatters go, is that a promise? As a response. I love my chat so much. Like, your community is a ideal part of your brand. And a lot of people don't realize
Absolutely.
that your community also represents you as a content creator. So how they act is how people perceive you, even if you're the nicest person. If you've got the most asshole people in your chat, then yeah, they're gonna think you're an asshole.
Yeah, that is sadly a thing that happens, which is why I'm glad. Well, I'm glad that I've been so fortunate as to meet some cool people. In fact, one of my good friends he's sometimes in my chat, but he also makes content, and he and I have series that we do together on his YouTube channel, but he's one of the sweetest beans in the world, so
Aww.
he's introduced me to a lot of his friends, and now some of them watch my streams when they can as well, or they support me on the sidelines, so I've been very fortunate to meet some wholesome, nice people. And every now and then you get that one rando in chat who's really cool and they come and vibe with you for a bit. And then, sadly, on the other side of that, there's someone who shows up and they're like, and this actually happened to me. I had someone show up during a stream of mine and they were just like, hey, buddy, what's your current location? And I'm like, it's my house?
Huh?
What do you want from me?
That's
Yeah.
that's fucked, bro. Like, what? That's immediately
yeah,
like, get the fuck out of my chat and banned.
That's exactly what happened too. But I really had to fight the urge to just go, oh yeah, I live at 123 Fake Street at the corner of Shut Up and Go Away.
You should have. That would have been funnier. Honestly, I love that. No, seriously,
I
like,
should have.
people are so weird sometimes, honestly, and it's just like, nah, bro, I can't. Like, and the hate people get too. It's like, no need for this hate. I get a lot of weird people from, like, Dead by Daylight a lot of the times. And that's just, like, kind of the perks of playing the game, you know? And, just go, okay, banned. Okay, banned. Banned. Get out. Banned. You know, like, I also banned too many
Yep.
bots in my chat, too. I'm the bot police.
Oh yes, the good old bots. Link in bio, as they say.
Well, a lot of them are just bots that, just sit in your chat and they don't do anything. And so what they do is they actually ruin your chances of getting affiliate or partner. And when you apply for partner, and let's say you have all these bots in your chat, right, and you have an average of 75 viewers, they'll say your viewer account is automated because all of these bots exist. And so I went through, there's a website that literally tells you every bot that's online for Twitch bots on the website. And I went through all of them, online and offline, and banned every single one. It took me 4 hours, and I did it. So now, when the new ones show up, there's only 1 or 2 of them, not 25 to 30. And they're all gone. And they're always like Lonely E-Girl or Double O Ella or some bullshit. And they always either have a really sexy girl profile picture or a really sexy guy. They're never following you. They never show up, and their accounts have been created randomly. And they just like, ugh. Hello, Luke. Yeah, that is a thing. Actually, I'll be really helpful here because I hope I check this. This is something that everyone should have. I will share the link for the bot site, and you can actually cross-reference every single person. Here's the link. It's right there. Every single person in your chat to them. And all you have to do is copy and paste their username in, and it'll tell you if they're a bot or not. However, it does pick up Pokemon community games, stream elements, and actual bots, so just don't ban them if you know it's an actual bot. I highly recommend modding those bots, just because it's easier. Like Nightbot, Seribot, Pokemon community games, stream elements, and then and have them as a mod. Yeah, no, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead
goodness.
and grab the link. Like, seriously, this is something I should share much more often. I'll probably make a post after this. I should do that. Anyways, back to you. I'm sorry, I went on a little bit of a rant there.
No, it's fine. I'm super grateful for that. I
Yeah.
did not know half of that was a thing. I only ever knew about the ones that claim to be like GFX artists and whatnot.
Yeah,
Wow, goodness.
no. And I highly recommend also getting Seribot. It's Sery. Search them up, and it's a free bot, completely free, and all you have to do is go to their channel and set it up. It will prevent hate raids, bots, etc. There have been a lot of times where I actually get a person that comes in and they're on the auto ban list, and they just show up in your chat and they automatically ban it for you. Like, you don't
Yeah,
have to do
Seribot.
anything.
Yeah, Seribot was one of the first things I got because of my friend Hantome. She was like, "Look, if you're gonna be streaming, you're gonna need this."
Yes.
So I was very grateful for her. She was actually just a fountain of knowledge when I got into streaming because now I just tug at her on Discord like, Hantome senpai, help. What do I do?
No, seriously. A lot of people don't know this when starting out, and it's like their biggest downfall as a content creator because they'll get hate rated and then they'll just stop because they think there's no way to fix it. Yes, there is. There are ways to prevent and fix it. You just need to look it up. And I think that I really hope that more people share that information. And that's my goal as a content creator, is that I become big enough that all this information doesn't get locked behind famous creators who just don't want to share it because they don't want to share the space. Share the info, man! Ban the bots! Get them out!
Agreed. Just good riddance to bad rubbish and all that.
Mm-hmm. I am very happy that, I'm writing down notes in case. You can always shoot me a DM. I'm always willing to talk to people. I prefer DMs on Twitter for this kind of thing, just because of the amount of GFX scam bots. If you go, "Hi, how are you?" I'm banning and blocking you. Don't do that. Oh, God.
This is why I always send gifs and whatnot with my messages. Just, hey, my name's Shiki. Here's an anime gif to prove that I'm not a bot. Just, hi, I'm very small.
No, yeah, no. That's the fact that doing just that and being like, "Hey, what's up?" Even just say why you're there. Don't beat around the bush. A lot of creators these days are just like, yeah, no. And I'm assuming you've had a lot of run-ins with those GFX artists as well.
Oh, absolutely. So using Twitter as a VTuber was the first time in literally over a decade I even thought about social media. Like, outside of Discord, I don't do social media very often. It's actually why I don't post on Twitter very often, because I'm like, I can't really think of anything to tweet. So I just kind of don't, and then suddenly I'll get messages that are either bots trying to communicate with me in Korean, which I can't read, but it's a beautiful language. Or it'll be like, my link in bio, and I'm like, oh really, Carol 0428. It's just this long string of numbers, and I'm just like, okay, I kind of know who's real and who's not. I think I got this much down, but social media is such a foreign thing to me.
Yeah, I definitely want to start making some videos about it. I just don't know where to start, and I also don't know, how do I put this? I don't know if I want to post it on my main channel or make a secondary channel just for those types of videos, I guess. I would love to do it, I swear, it's just also the time and the editing would take a long time, and I think that I would have to hire an editor to help me. Because there's just no way I can do it on my own. And I would absolutely love to make specific, like, videos and teach people about this kind of stuff. Like, it's just so hard that I don't know where to start. But if anyone wants to help out with that, feel free to like, you know, pop in and be like, hey, I'd be interested in this kind of thing. I just suck at editing. Pardon me. We are getting to our last 10 minutes on the show. Is there anything you wanted to brag about or talk to the chat about to show off, to give information on, or anything that you're doing for maybe like charity in the future? Like, let us know, and then we can open the floor to chat to ask any questions.
Charity, sadly not yet, but I would love to in the future when I'm able to stream for longer. But there's lots of organizations and whatnot that I've heard about or have read about that I would love to do, like Trevor Project, if they accept donations. I'm not sure if they do. I need to look into that more. Oh, they do.
Actually, I
Fantastic.
can tell you exactly how to do that, and you don't have to be any famous, and you don't have to stream for X amount of time. You only can. It's called Tiltify. I'll spell it out in the chat. Tiltify. And all you have to do is sign up using your Twitch account. And I'm actually doing a charity. It's not active for these two streams because this was the talk show. I've already raised $30. And all you have to do is have the commands in your chat and send people the link, and people can donate. You can set a goal for $50, $10, $100, whatever you want to do. And you can actually make little incentives. So every $5 someone sends, like, I'll do 20 push-ups. Like, for an example, you know? And it's absolutely free to use, and you can do pretty much any charity. And Tiltify has been used for so many different things that you know the money's actually going towards the Trevor Project and not, you know, some scam.
Oh, fantastic. That takes a lot of the mental stress out of that.
And they actually give you overlays that you can customize. You don't have to do anything. Like, it does everything for you.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and they even have a thing where you can, like, boost it, and if you tag them on Twitter, they'll retweet your stuff for you. Like, they're super, amazing. And Tiltify is amazing. I really recommend using it if you're trying to do charity. And you can do it any time of the year. It doesn't have to be during Pride Month. I'm just doing it because it's Pride Month. And I was like, I've been waiting to do this. I haven't had time, and finally it's the right time. So I also am doing some other stuff for Gamers Outreach. There's a whole bunch of stuff that is, you should totally look into, because, like, charity is such an amazing thing.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, and there's so many different
cool.
ones on there. Yeah, you should definitely check it out. I definitely recommend it. So yeah, sorry. Anything else you want to brag about or talk about or mention?
Well, I'm terrible at remembering that it is Pride Month, so just happy Pride Month, you know, just to everyone in chat. I'm part of the LGBTQIA plus community myself, so Pride Month is, sadly, it's not as prevalent where I live as I wish it were. But, you know, I'm glad that the internet recognizes it, because it's a nice little time to just, you know, take a break from my job, for example, and open Twitter. And I'm just like, yay, Pride Month stuff.
Oh my god, yeah. I've been, like, retweeting all of the free Pride link, like, stuff you can add to your model and stuff, and it's so cool. I love that so much. So at this time, we're gonna probably open up the chat. If anyone wants to ask any questions to our guests here, please go ahead. Shiki, you can obviously say no to anything that makes you uncomfortable. Otherwise, if you have someone in mind you'd love for me to raid in a few minutes, let me know and send me their Twitch link so I can get that all ready, and then we can raid out. And thank you so much again for being on the show. It was awesome having you here. And I'm really excited. So many people are interested in this show where we could just ramble.
Yeah, it's a really cool thing you have going on here. Sadly, I can't think of anyone for a raid at this particular moment. I'm looking over at my Twitch. Okay, I'm drawing a blank there. But yeah, just thank you for having me. I was super stoked when you were like, hey, do you want to be on this show? And I was like, yes, please. I would love to, because I've tried collabing with other VTubers in various ways, and a lot of it just hasn't, you know, worked out. Just conversation died down, or schedule differences, or time zones in some cases. But, you know, I'm still appreciative of anyone who's even remotely considered collabing with me, because I am very small in the community, and I'm a very shy harpy. So thank you for letting me be here.
Of course. I absolutely love I don't care about your size. I'm always looking for more people to play games with, so if you like Dead by Daylight or Genshin Impact or anything like that, feel free to hit me up at any point. I do have a lot coming up these next few weeks, so I'm gonna be booked. But in the future, I'm always willing. Honestly, I just kind of DM people randomly, be like, you want to play some DBD? Or do you want to play this with me? And if they say yes, yes, yay. And then if not, then they say no. But honestly, that's like how I kind of work, is like last minute. But I'm also willing to plan stuff in advance, of course. So I genuinely, please, definitely, let me know if you want to collab at any point. I would love to try new games or anything like that. I'm open for whatever, you know. I don't care about size.
Yeah, I would have to look at my game library. I've hitherto not done much online gaming or multiplayer stuff, just for various reasons. Just glancing over at you, Overwatch. Good lord, you ruined so many things for me. But yeah, I'll see what I've got. You know, we'll work something out.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, these next few weeks I'm gonna have to say no up until probably this middle of July. I'm pretty much booked with work, IRL things, and I'm actually going to convention, so, but after that, yeah, after July, like, I'll be perfectly set to just do whatever. But thank you so much again. It was absolutely fantastic having you here. Once again, chat, this is your chance to ask any questions. I'm gonna go ahead and check my raid list just really quickly and see who we have live. Who do I have live is the question. Oh, I know who we could raid. We can actually, I'll give you the choice. We can raid, one of my mods, or we can raid, a friend of mine who is playing Warhammer 40k.
Oh goodness, Warhammer. All right, I will. Well, I keep a coin here for scratching gift card codes and whatnot, so I will flip this. Heads Warhammer, tails mod. Oh crap! Oh, I got it. Almost dropped it. All right, looks like we are rating your mod.
Awesome! Alrighty then. Thank you so much again for being on the show. I had a blast, and please keep in touch. I'd love to collab with you at some point. Even if it's just for us vibing while I play a game or something, I'm totally fine with that as well. I am going to switch over to my ending. They can't hear you anymore at this point, but they can still hear me. Chatters, we're going to read Alex, of course. So go ahead and be nice to Alex. I may be live a little later this evening. I kind of wanted to try Wuthering Waves, or we'll see. Or I might do some Genshin. We'll see how I feel. I still haven't done my dailies in the game. Anyways, y'all go give some love to Alex. They're very close to affiliate at this point, so y'all should go follow them. Cough, cough. All right, bye!